guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are gonna talk about how to get out of your lazy girl era. Okay, because I know that a lot of you guys are really ambitious, you have really big dreams, but you know what, you're just in a funk of being lazy. Okay, and honestly I had a funk like that, and I'm gonna tell you and give you all the tea on how to get out of it, because if I can get out of it, you guys can get out of it. The first thing is super simple. Okay, you need to train yourself on just doing more hard things. Okay, I feel like the reason why so many people are super lazy nowadays is literally because of social media. Because of social media, because everyone is so used to instant gratification and being like brain rotting all the time. Like, too much comfort is a bad thing because it just trains your brain to be super lazy. Like, I'm gonna go on TikTok, I'm gonna go on social media, I'm gonna do something that's super fun, super easy, and you're doing that constantly. You are like rewiring your brain for like instant gratification and instant pleasure, and that's exactly what laziness is. Okay, so you need to rewire your brain to like doing hard things. And what I mean by this is like doing hard things is actually nice. Like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., you're like, wow, like that freaking hit. Or when you work out afterwards, it hits. Like, you have to start thinking as hard things as actually like enjoyable. Like, when you think about the long term, like the long term gratifications of things, like it hits more. Like for me, when I tell myself like, oh my God, like I'm gonna go to the gym today. Actually, when I just told myself I'm gonna go to the gym today, if I don't follow through with it, that's gonna hurt more. Versus if I follow through with it, then that feels good. Like, so hard things can be enjoyable. It's just like you have to train your brain to think like that. Like, oh yeah, like this workout is gonna hit. Like, how am I gonna feel after this workout? How am I gonna feel if I wake up on time when I told myself I was gonna wake up? How am I gonna feel if I'm gonna do like the tasks that I told myself I was gonna do? Like, it's gonna hit. Because yeah, if you have been lazy, you have been taking the easy route so much it actually becomes painful. Like, it's more painful for you. Like, you have to be thinking to yourself, and it is like it is more painful for you to stay in bed all day and do nothing than to just get up and do your errands, start the business, go to the gym, whatever, because this is what's going to actually get you the life that you want. And being lazy, like too much of a good thing is bad. Like, I don't know, like a person who's just sitting around all day, at some point it hurts for them to sit down, they have to get up and move. So it's the same thing with quote unquote hard things. Like, hard things can feel good too. It's just like you have to train yourself to think of the outcome. Like, oh, how am I gonna feel like after I go to the gym? How am I gonna feel like if I follow through on what I said I was gonna do? It's gonna hit. Trust me, it's gonna freaking hit. And honestly, whenever I do something that I follow through on, something I do sometimes is like I reward myself, because it's like people don't realize they're on social media to get dopamine, but you can create like the same effect with positive habits. So it's like, if I went to the gym and I said I was gonna do this, or I filmed a video, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna do something nice for myself. Either I do a pat on the back, or I'll actually get myself something nice. Like, I'm gonna get myself a coffee, I'm gonna do something nice. I'm gonna have one type of reward so that my brain is literally being trained to do the things I want to do, because it knows that, oh my God, if I work out, I'm gonna get a reward after this. Like, it's gonna feel good to work out, to do all these things. But yeah, that's like my first tip. My second tip is honestly simpler. When I don't want to do anything, I just do 3, 2, 1 and I do it. Okay? Because a lot of the times, like, laziness or procrastination is just like a habit. Like, you're just in the habit of laying down, you're in the habit of wasting time, you're in the habit of like going on your phone all the time, and you're just like so comfortable, and so you talk yourself out of like waking up in the morning, you talk yourself out of getting off of your phone. You're like, just one more TikTok, or just 5 more minutes. And if you want to cut that, you have to like nip it in the bud. Like, it honestly sucks, but it's also good. You need to nip it in the bud, and you just have to stop yourself from like thinking too much. Just say 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna go, and just do it. Like, don't think, don't let your brain talk yourself out of doing something. Just do it. Because honestly, the hardest part of doing things is just getting started. Like, because you're so comfortable, it's like in the morning, like you're so comfortable, like, and you're in a warm like blanket. It's like you don't want to like rip off the blanket and get a bunch of cold air, but once you do it, you're like, okay, like I'm up. Like, it's just the beginning part that's super hard. So another thing that also helps is like just tell yourself like I don't have to do this for that long. Like I don't have to go to the gym and do some intense workout. Just start. Like just start. Put a timer on for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and then that's it. Be like if I do this for 5 or 10 minutes, I'm good. Like I committed to myself. I'm doing this. I don't have to do this for 1 hour. And then most of the time, honestly, you just kind of get in the flow and you're like, "Oh no, I kind of like doing this." Whether it's work, whether it's working out, and you keep on what's it called? You keep on doing it because it's literally once you start doing it, you're in the momentum of it. It's just the starting that's super, super hard. So yeah, tell yourself 3, 2, 1 and then just do the thing you want to do. And or put on a timer. If you don't want to write that essay, put on timer for 10 minutes and tell yourself, I'm going to do this for only 10 minutes. And I bet you're going to keep on wanting to go. Another thing that super, super helps with being lazy is like romanticize your life. Okay, I feel like a lot of times the reason why people are lazy or they're on TikTok, they don't want to do things is because it's a form of escape. Okay, it's a form of escape and a form of like comfort because they don't really like where they're at in life. So they're like, oh, I'm gonna go on my phone to escape, I'm gonna do whatever. Like it's just a coping mechanism. But if you want to actually be more actionable in your life, like start romanticizing your everyday daily life. Okay, start romanticizing like getting into law school, like going to cute coffee shops and studying and like make it all super cute, make a study plan, do it in Notion, whatever you like to do, but romanticize like the everyday, the stage that you're in now. Okay, whether you want to get into law school, whether you want to start a business, whether you want to be a content creator, a lot of the times people don't want to take action on them because it seems like this really big goal, like it's super big and like they don't know how to get there and like they're lazy because they're just like escaping, like oh like I'm gonna go on TikTok, I'm gonna do whatever, like they're just escaping reality. But actually that's the opposite of what you have to do. You have to always face yourself and face your life, and you can't be thinking too far in advance because that is gonna just trip you up. Like whatever goal, whatever thing you want to create in life, like you can't really be thinking 5 years in advance or 1 year in advance. Well, not 1 year, but you can't be thinking so far in the future because that's too big. It's too big for your brain to consume and to like process. And it's just gonna seem like this is so big and overwhelming. Like I'm just gonna be on TikTok. I'm gonna not do anything. I'm gonna just scroll. But if you just break it down to everyday daily habits, everyday daily steps, things I need to do, and you romanticize that and you just enjoy the process, like it's gonna be like not impossible to be lazy, but super, super hard to be lazy because you're like enjoying everything that you're doing. Like, oh, I'm enjoying making this video, I'm enjoying like applying for law school. Like romanticize it, like make it fun, make it nice, because honestly it really is about the journey. And if you are too future focused, one, you can be future faking. Like I said, you're just focusing about the future of like, oh, this is what my life is going to look like, it's going to be so nice, X, Y, and Z, when you don't even know, you're only thinking about the good things of that stage in life. Like you are obviously going to have problems as well, like in every stage of life. So it's like you're not even getting the full reality of your dream, okay? Because your dream is, yes, it's good, but you're gonna have some realities, like day-to-day realities of being a millionaire, of managing a business, of being in like a law student, whatever you want to do. So when you focus so much on like the big picture, like you get lost in the sauce of taking action, honestly. So yeah, ground yourself in reality, focus on the now, focus on where you are now, and focus on how you can have the most fun with it and enjoy it the most. Because that's what's gonna like push you forward, and that's what's gonna make your life more enjoyable. Because that's so cheesy, but like life really is about the journey. Like don't focus so much about the destination, focus on now, focus on the era that you're in, and just like embrace it. Put a lot of joy into it and fun into it, because yeah, you're also raising your vibration with that. Like you're making it more fun, you're making it more enjoyable, like you're gonna be manifesting more. Yeah, that's like my little tip. Other thing for laziness is a lot of people are just lazy because I said it's like a habit. Like people get caught up in the habit of consuming so much, like it's super, super hard to stop. But once you get the ball rolling, it's like honestly your brain, it really easily, like especially if you're young, really, really easily like attaches to new habits. So if you just get yourself in the habit of creating more, whether it's like creating more content, creating, like as in cooking or painting, whatever it is, you're gonna stop the need to consume so much, okay? And obviously consumption is making us super, super lazy blobs. Basically it's making us a blob. So when you start creating more, like you're just gonna get yourself in the momentum and the cycle of creation, and that's just gonna help you stop being lazy, and you're gonna start looking forward to like creating more, because you remember, oh yeah, like that felt so good, like when I made that cake, like when I made that YouTube video, like you will remember like, oh, the pleasure in creating things, not just the fake pleasure of consuming things. Another thing that's super, super important, and honestly, one of the biggest things in life is your identity, in life and manifestation. Like if you feel like you're lazy and you're just telling yourself like, oh, like I'm so lazy, like why am I not doing this? You are creating like a self-concept or a belief system that you are lazy. And people really, really behave based on their identities and how they see themselves, and not the things that they want to do. You know how like names have power? Like a person named Bob, like he will act like a Bob. A person named Chris will act like a Chris. Like people like will bend to the identities that they're given or that they give to themselves. And it's the same thing with the internal dialogue and the internal identities that we have. Like if you keep on telling yourself like, oh, I'm so lazy, like I'm not the type of person to achieve this, I'm not the type of person to do this, like even if it's subconscious, like you're not explicitly telling yourself that you're lazy, but if you have to get clear on your belief systems and how you think about yourself. But if you think about yourself, oh, like I'm actually not a lazy person, like I'm a disciplined person, watch, once you start telling yourself that, instead of taking the elevator, you're going to start taking the stairs, because it will literally, it just changing the way that you view yourself changes your actions, right? Like we are all have all these identities and belief systems just like playing in the background, and that's so much more important, so much more powerful than like your conscious mind. And yeah, this is for anything. Like you have to change your identity, because the identity is the most important thing. Like how you view yourself, how you see yourself, in terms of how you see yourself in terms of goals, how you see yourself in love, how you see yourself with money. Like these are the things that are shaping our reality and our actions. Like it's not just manifestation, it shapes both. So you have to start thinking of yourself as like a disciplined person. As like, oh no, I'm the type of person, like I will take the stairs. I'm the type of person, like I'm not lazy, like I will do this. Like, and you will literally start to do that. Like honestly, it's so crazy, but it's not. But yeah. Other thing that's also really important is sometimes laziness is masked as quote unquote, I'm being lazy, but you're subconsciously afraid of something. Which this is 90% of people, probably more. People are so afraid. They're so afraid of life, especially as they start to get a little bit older. But in general, people are super, super afraid. I was reading this book called The Art of War, and he was saying that everyone has this resistance inside them, right? Everyone has this resistance when it comes to creating their dream lives. Resistance is real because you notice people, as soon as they get sick, they have cancer, they will like break up with their boyfriends that they've been hating, they will leave the jobs that they hate, and they will do whatever they want to do, because they know, dang, like my life is like coming to an end. And so that is more powerful than the resistance they already feel. Like they already knew what they want. Most people already know what they want out of life. They're just not doing it because they're afraid, right? So sometimes it takes a big life thing like getting sick or getting into a car accident for you to be like, whoa, I need to get on what I want to actually do. But you don't have to wait to have like a near-death experience or one of those big moments. You just have to recognize, oh yeah, I already know what I want to do. I just have to do it. And usually the big fears are fear of failure. Some people are afraid of success and perfectionism. So you need to break through the fear, like get clear on what are you afraid of? Like actually, like it's not just because you're lazy. If you are showing up to a job every single day, you're able to show up to a job because you know like, oh, I have to pay these bills, I have to eat. You are capable of working hard. You are capable of showing up. Like why, when it comes to your own dreams, when it comes to the things that you want to actually do, like what is blocking you? Ask yourself, like, what am I afraid of? And the first answer that comes up is correct, because that's your intuition. The first answer that comes up is correct. And ask yourself, okay, well, what would happen if this happened? And keep on asking yourself until you get to the root cause or the root fear, because you might not actually be lazy. Like you are just afraid of doing what you want to do. So you have all these fears running subconsciously in the background, and it's stopping you from pursuing your dreams, right? Or taking action. So it could show up as laziness, but it's not. And in the case of perfectionism, people stop themselves from perfectionism because they're thinking, oh my God, like this is not good enough. This is not good enough. Like I have to keep on working on it. Like this is, you're subconsciously thinking whatever you're doing is not good enough. But that, I'm learning, is honestly so freaking bad, because honestly, like if you do, done is better than perfect. In the morning when you have your bed, like people have things to do. If you do it, at least it's done, move on, go with the rest of your day. Like you're gonna be more productive just getting it done and getting it out there than thinking in your head like, oh, I need to perfect this, this needs to be better, this needs to be better. And you have to realize anything human made is never gonna be perfect. Okay, the only thing that's going to be perfect is things that God made, like in nature, where it's literally mathematically perfect. Things are perfect in nature, but anything that a human makes, we are imperfect, okay? So it's like, how can an imperfect being make something that's perfect? That doesn't make sense. So get the word perfect out of your your brain and put the word done in your brain. You have it done, put it out there and move on. Like, it's okay. That's going to get you farther in life. Yeah, this is the end of my video, so I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you soon in the next one.